Small banks in China are running into trouble. Savers could lose everything. So what is going on here? The video you saw was protesters outside a bank in the CDB near a metro in Henan province in China. This is central China. You could say maybe like 400-500 kilometers west of Beijing. And basically the banks, you cannot take out your money. They have frozen some accounts for 2, maybe 3 months. At first they said this is because of COVID, you can't use the cash if you're taking out a cash deposit, for example, because they're scared of the COVID disease on the banknotes. Then they said there were some issues related to the internet and this will be solved within a week or 2. But now it's been going on for a couple of months and people are getting worried. You cannot even take money out online. You can't take it out on your mobile phone using a mobile app, which is really common in China. So people, enough is enough is enough. And they're saying like 4 banks in Henan and some other village banks, they like to say village banks, have this problem. Now, I've delved into this a little bit and I thought this was newsworthy to put onto the channel, but let me do a little bit of reading for you after the break. National bank regulator has accused major shareholders of the 4 banks illegally attracting money from savers. Henan New Fortune Group, a shareholder of 4 village banks, has illegally absorbed public funds through internal and external collusion. The use of third-party platforms like Alipay and fund brokers, the China Banking and Insurance Regulator Commission. Runs on small Chinese banks have become more frequent in recent years, and some have been accused of financial improprieties or corruption. But experts worry that it is much bigger financial problem could be looming, caused by the fallout of real estate cash, soaring bad debts, and related to COVID-19. The scope of bank scandals where bank officials embezzle and steal funds from depositors is alarming, and what is exposed could only be the tip of the iceberg, according to a professor in South Carolina in the United States. One more article to go. The core problem is that China's financial system simply expanded far too fast related to the size of the economy over the previous decade, another expert said. So how did these banks lure many investors or customers too? Well, maybe they would say have a high interest rate on a fixed deposit account, for example, like 5, 6, 7%. So if you had, let's say, $1,000, you would get $70 back every year. 10,000, you'd get 700, etc. And this was too fast for the banking system. So now the banks don't have any money. The corruption of small banks, it's not strictly regulated. It doesn't have any, these banks don't have a guarantee from the actual Bank of China or any stocks and bonds related to. For example, I have a bank account here in Cambodia. It's called ABA. It's a really good bank, but it is guaranteed by the National Bank of Canada. And so if it does something go wrong, I'm guaranteed by the Canadian government, hopefully, that I would still have my money. But a lesson learned with this is don't put all your eggs into one basket. You have to diverse. In fact, here I do have 2 banks, but that's another story. Let's move away from that, and I would like to say hello to my subscribers to the channel and also the members. I would like to say hello to a new one called Fossil, but also a big thanks to Herschel, Janet, Randy, Icost, Hop, Tony and Pacific Pammy as well. Later on today, I do have another video going on, a China dam burst, collapse report, and Three Gorges Dam with no power. But I'm going to leave you with some of the protests which we have seen over the last couple of days. I will see you later today. Thank you and have a great time wherever you are on this Monday. Bye bye for now.